Good morning. It is a Monday here. It is June 14th, and I really love Mondays because they're my most productive day of the week. I feel like I'm always so excited for the week and have all these like plans and goals, and I really just get the most done. And then as the week progresses, I probably get less and less productive, but Mondays are great days for me. I actually have a pretty big day today. I will be presenting at the Grad School Success Summit today, and I'll be working on my presentation. And I always like when I have a big day, I like to just like sit down and kind of think about how I want the day to go. So I'm sitting on the couch now before going to my office. I haven't even done my to-do list, but just like sitting here, it kind of reminds me of some things that I want to do. So I have a few like admin things that I want to get done first, which should take less than 30 minutes. And then I want to start working on a presentation because I have not even started my presentation. Not because I procrastinated, but because I've planned to get it done today. I feel like when I was in grad school, especially towards the end, when I had like was working my research and preparing my dissertation, I feel like I gave so many talks and spoke at so many conferences. I just became able to like knock out a presentation like that, like really quickly and easily. So hopefully that's the same today. I have all day. My presentation is till 6:30, but I would love to get it done by lunch. So that is my goal, especially when I have big projects. I really like to give myself a smaller window of time to like force myself to like be creative and actually get things done instead of like dragging it out and procrastinating. But if I have like a finite amount of time to do something, I typically get it done in that time, and I have buffer time in case I go over. But yeah, so let's head to the office and start the day. All right, to-do list is done, and I've highlighted the most important things on my list so that I know, okay, if I start to run behind, I need to make sure I skip to these things. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start at the top because I know these things are gonna be really quick. So I'm about to do some admin stuff. All right, so I just finished the first section of my to-do list, the admin stuff. It took like maybe 10 to 15 minutes, not too long. Next, I'm gonna be working on my Grad School Success Summit presentation. So the first thing I just wanna do is kind of like brainstorm how I want it to go first, but I see that I may need to make a call, so I am going to do that now.
About 30 minutes ago.
Oh, well, good morning, Joe. I mean, it is earlier in the central time zone, so.
Well, I'm still not a morning person, so.
So it still hasn't changed about you. Anyway, how are you doing today? Nice.
Actually, last night before I went to bed, I was trying to do a little bit of that, but I did check off. I think I checked off everything to the school, which felt great because, yeah, I was like, okay, all right, yay, it's done.
Wow, that is awesome. Amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. I just have to do, so today I want to focus on content and my intro and outro for my reading, because I didn't feel like, oh, this is me, this is what I am, and this is kind of like the next steps.
All right, so it's about 10:45 right now, and I'm working on my presentation. I definitely struggled to get started, just like figuring out what is that beginning slide gonna look like. Am I gonna start with introducing myself, or am I gonna start with like putting people in the right place to receive the presentation? So that's what I decided to do, put them in the right state of mind, and then go introduce myself, and here's how I'm gonna help you through this problem. So now that I'm into like the meat and potatoes of the presentation, it's going way more smoothly. I'm doing co-working sessions with my accountability partner, and before we started working, I had 3 slides done. Now I have like 10 or 11 in just like 30 minutes, so that's wonderful. I'm unsure about how I'm going to end up designing the slides. I like to choose a template on Canva first that I like, that kind of go well with my brand or brand colors, and change the colors at the end. Right now it's a very dark template, and I'm usually more bright, so I'm going to show you, and then I'll show you what I end up deciding to do. All right, so here is the presentation. It's a dark background with bright letters, and I typically do bright background with dark letters. This doesn't quite feel my vibe, but I don't know if this will be like easier to see. So like when I'm done, I will go back and like change the colors to like brand colors and stuff, and then see if that looks better. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep working for the next 30 minutes, and I'll update you after that. Okay, I'm happy to share I did reach my goal. I finished my presentation before noon. It is 11:59, presentation's done. I just have to decide, what do I want to do? Oh, this background for some reason looks yellow. What do I want to do with the color scheme? Do I keep it this dark black with the pop of colors, or do I go to what I am most comfortable with, which is like a white background, very clean, a lot of white space, but with the words popping out in like a dark color and also bright colors as well. So yeah, I'm still in a co-working session, so I have about 15 minutes left of that, and then I'm gonna make some lunch and then head to the bank. I love bank days. I used to never love going to the bank. Now I do. I go to the bank because I received a payment for some of my McNair programs in the mail, and so those are checks that I have to go deposit into my business bank account, and that's always a fun time. So I need to deposit 2 checks today. All right, I finished all the colors and stuff, and just looking at it with the dark background, I was like, this is not me. I have to be me. So I made it bright and with my colors, and I think it came out really well. I'll show you what the slides look like. I am quite pleased with them. All right, here is how it's looking. I used Canva. I feel like my colors just pop on the white so well. All right, so I'm quite pleased with it. I'm gonna go have some lunch. I think I'm gonna make some beef with some zucchini and like season it in like a Greek style. That's been my favorite. I'm doing keto, so no starches or breads or carbs or anything. And then I'm gonna go to the bank. All right, I'm back from my lunch break. I took a pretty long break. It is now 2:52. I cooked and ate, then I went to the bank. I did made a reservation for this like spa package I'm doing, and then I just chilled on the couch and watched a video podcast, a funny one, so that's always nice to do. So now what I'm about to do is update my client spreadsheet. So the 2 schools who paid me, I like to denote that in my spreadsheet, how much they paid and the date they paid, and then I email them to let them know that they have been paid in full. So that's what I'm about to do right now. All All right, so now that that's done, the last thing on my agenda before I rest until the presentation is to practice the presentation. So I'm going to be practicing kind of like as if I would be presenting it. I'll be looking for errors and mistakes, and I'll also be timing myself just to make sure that it's the right length. And then I may see fit like, oh, it'll sound more like me if I do this. So I may add a few things here or there or take things away. So yeah, I'm just going to spend the next, I guess, hour, maybe not that long, maybe like 30 to 45 minutes working on this. And yeah, I'll get to work. All right, done practicing. I'm like a little sweaty. I like really got into it. I almost cried once, so I hope I don't cry at the event. But it was about 42 minutes, and that's great because it needs to be between 35 and 40 minutes. And I did pause a little to edit some mistakes that I saw. I did need to add anything. Well, I did add one little thing actually. But yeah, it's 4 o'clock. So I'm gonna rest and chill until about maybe like 5:45, and then I'll get ready for my presentation at 6:30. I'm excited. All right, I'll let you know how it goes. All right, I just finished the session for the Grad School Success Summit. It went really, really well. I'm back on the couch because I'm chilling now. I ordered Chipotle to be delivered to treat myself after this day. But yeah, the session went really well. I didn't like mess up any of my slides or my words or anything, so that's impressive. There were no like typos that I saw. But the students were excited. They seemed to really enjoy it, and a lot of people were like, oh my goodness, I watched your YouTube video, so it's so cool to have you live right now. And I was able to answer some questions. Some people were tweeting about it, so that was really, really cool. I mentioned my like advisor meeting template, and so some people asked like, how can we get this advisor meeting template? I was like, oh, well, it's in my grad school planner. And so I gave the website for that. I wasn't planning to promote anything, but because I have a system set up, this event could lead to sales because my grad school success, my grad school planner gets them on their email list, but it also puts them in a sequence to purchase my book and then tell me if they are an incoming grad student or a current grad student. And depending on what they choose, it will give them a sales sequence for grad school prep or focus. So this is very exciting, and this is like why it's so important to have systems and automations in your business, because these people are now leads, and I just did this event and no other additional work, and they could convert to a sale in the future. So that is awesome. So I think I'm gonna find a movie to watch and chill and rest for the rest of the evening. Tomorrow I have my first discovery call. I'm calling it a next step call for my new service for academic entrepreneurs to help you set up automated systems and daily workflows so that you can maintain your business operations without sacrificing your academic responsibilities. So I'm really excited for this next step call. Hopefully this person becomes a client, and I'll update you on how it all goes. All right, have a wonderful day. I'm about to chill now. Bye.